Hey everyone, it's Rose Crystal, and I'm back in another Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney video. Last time we dove into the final day of the investigation, where it practically relit my flame to put an end to this case and BL6, once and for all. So without any further ado, let's do exactly that and head right into the trial. Let's do it! Final day, trial, episode 4. Let's put this case to a rest, starting now. December 28th, 9:51 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 2. This is it. Judgment Day. Quite literally. Today, things are going to get settled at last. A lot of things. Whoa! What's the big idea? Sorry, Nick. I only touched your shoulder. I guess the shock hasn't worn off from my run-in with the stun gun yesterday. Oh yeah. That was all sorts of fun. Anyway, today's the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick. Yeah, thanks, Maya. Yeah, it's Judgment Day, Edgeworth, but we will get you free. Edgeworth is looking glum as always. I hope Von Karma doesn't push him too hard. Whoa! What are you doing? Sorry, I'm sorry. I just thought I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back. Maya, maybe you should go outside and discharge? Right, good idea. Try not to electrocute anyone on your way out. Whoa! Whoa! Pal! What's got into that girl? Detective Bumchu. Morning, Mr. Edgeworth. Good morning. How'd it go, Detective? Have no fear. As promised, I captured a runaway caretaker. I just brought him in. Took all night, pal. That's good. Thanks, Gumshoe. You must be tired. Actually, after that shock, I got in the way, and I feel pretty good. Yogi says he's forgotten his own name. But that has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? He does remember, and I'm going to prove it. That we will! Let's go! December 28th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 3. Let's end things. Court is now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Prosecution is ready. Alright, very well. We've reached the final day of proceedings in this trial. Ask the prosecution to submit decisive evidence. Understood. Come on, don't be odd and sad with every little thing he says. Very well, Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement? Right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's efforts, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was a murderer. However, the caretaker is yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary. Whoa, seriously? Very well. Please bring the witness into the courtroom. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in the boat rental shop on the lake from where he witnessed the incident. In addition, he has currently lost memory of his name and identity. Witness, why'd you run away yesterday? The witness was not running away, as he will not testify. I see. Very well, please begin your testimony. Yogi, wake up. Why I left court? I'm really sorry about just leaving yesterday like I did, but I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Polly, see? I figured it got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I mean, I need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one. So my testimony yesterday stands as is. Oh, there's a lot of things to press, because a lot of it could be lies. Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we? He has to know his name. Yanni Yogi. You're Yanni Yogi and I'm going to prove it. I'm really sorry for leaving yesterday like I did. And why did you leave yesterday? If I call what you did running away, and not just leaving, you heard Larry's testimony and realized you were in danger. What now, man? Now, Mr. Wright, there's no need to rush to conclusions. As I said, the witness is not running away. Listen to the testimony. He sure seems relaxed. In fact, they both do, Von Karma and Yanni Yogi. But I wasn't running away or nothing. Then why did you leave? He's just about to say why. Is it so hard for you to just quietly listen to when someone is talking? If I sat quietly, Edgeworth would be guilty in 3 minutes. I went to buy some food for Polly, see? And why would you do that in the middle of court? Food? Well, Polly's a bit of a gourmand, you see? She only eats these high-quality bird pellets in France. They only have them in the big pet shop downtown. But you weren't arrested until this morning. Why didn't you go back to the caretaker's shack? Well, I kinda got lost, see? Why would you get lost? The witness has trouble remembering things sometimes. When the police apprehended him, he was on his way back to the shack. Yeah, right. Nice try, Von Karma. No one's gonna believe that. I see. So he was lost. Please, Your Honor, come to your senses. Except for the judge. He'd believe anything. I forgot nothing to do with this incident anyhow. Yes, you do. You've lost much of your memory, is that correct? Yep. Seems like it. Then how could you know they didn't have anything to do with this incident? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory, You know exactly who you are. The witness has testified quite clearly that he has no memory of who he is. If you claim he's lying, then show the court proof. How am I supposed to prove what's going on in that old cogger's head? That's impossible. I'm glad you come to your sense, Mr. Wright. Very well, witness, please continue. I mean, I need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one. No, you do have something to do with this incident, and I will prove why. If you say you have nothing to do with this incident, if you got nothing to do with this incident, wait, where is it? Did they take it? If you still have nothing to do with this incident, then what about this photograph seeing the murder? Objection! Oh crap, no! Was it the other one? Was I in the wrong track? Maybe this incident anyhow. Let's just keep pressing and see what I can find. How can you say you have no motive? I say you do. You had a grudge against Edwards and the victim, Robert Hammond. That's why you took revenge on them, right? Please do not make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. This witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. He can't hold a grudge. It's impossible. I had to prove he's lying about his memory. Otherwise, it's going to be the same thing over and over until this trial ends. Might I say something, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. You've been saying the same thing over and over. You've been calling the witness's memory of the past or lack thereof into question. But does this really have anything to do with the current case? Yes, of course, Your Honor. The witness has said he has nothing to do with this case and no motive. Both of these statements are lies! Order! Mr. Wright, there is a serious problem with your claim. Or are you saying you know who this witness is? Of course, Your Honor. Ho, now this is interesting. I would like to know myself. So who is he? Don't play dumb, Von Karma. Mr. Wright, please tell us the witness's name. Yanni Yogi. His name is Yanni Yogi, a former court bailiff. Yogi? That name seems familiar. Oh! Yanni Yogi! From the DL6 incident! I figures the judge would have heard of it. It was such a famous case. But what does this mean? Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive. Tisk. Jumping to conclusions again, Mr. Wright. This witness is Yanni Yogi? Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this to the courts? This is a court of law, as you may recall. You need proof. And allow me to repeat once more that the witness has lost his memory. This is it. I have to do this now. If I can't prove he's Yogi right here, right now, then I got nowhere else to go. Nick, how are you going to prove it? How you can prove it's Yanni Yogi? It's okay. It's actually quite simple. Your Honor, please take this man's fingerprints. Then we'll compare them to the fingerprints on file for Yanni Yogi 15 years ago. I see. That makes sense. Huh? I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright. Why? The witness has no fingerprints. And how is that possible? It's always possible to have fingerprints. What? No fingerprints? That's a lie. You see, before I worked as a caretaker, I worked as a chemical plant. I burned my fingers working with the stuff. Yep. What? Yogi, you sneak! You burned your fingerprints off to hide your past! Well, if the witness has no fingerprints, I guess you will not be able to prove his identity. No! Well, what will you do, Mr. Wright? Seems that the case has been decided, no? No! I know what happened. I know everything. I just can't prove it. But no, I can't let it end there. Like this, I can't lose. There has to be another way. There is no one who can testify as to who this witness is. No one! Nick, what are you going to do? I didn't even consider he might have erased his fingerprints. What do I do? Well, Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to cross-examine his parrot for a little comic relief, Yeah, very funny. You're a sore winner, Von Karma. Wait a second. Cross-examine his parrot? Wait, what is it, Nick? No, you're not going to. Your Honor! Wait, because the parrot does know about the L6. It may seem ridiculous, but I have a very good memory, and I know for a fact that the parrot said they knew about DL6. The defense would like to take Mr. Von Karma up on his proposal. Take Mr. Von Karma up on my proposal? Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot. I've heard more ridiculous things in court than this. Order. Well, what do you think, Mr. Von Karma? Needn't even ask, this is a farce. I object. Nope, I object. Wait a second. You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot, Von Karma. I have a right to do as you suggested. Well, if you're so desperate, then please, be my guest. Of course, should you go through with this, and nothing comes of it, then I hope you're ready for the consequences. Nick, this is crazy. Well, still want to go through with your little game? Yes! Let the parrot take the stand. And before we do that, let me save really quick, because I could easily get sent back to the end of this trial if I lose. I will cross-examine her, Your Honor. It's the most ridiculous thing I have ever heard. Von Karma's rigged every person's testimony, every piece of evidence, except the parrot. She's my last chance. At least, I think so. Bailiff, bring in the parrot. Alright, let's see how this goes. Oh my goodness. It's a real thing. That's quite a bird. Please tell us your name. Name! The witness is ignoring me. It must hurt to be ignored by a bird. Ahem. Very well, witness. Who is your owner? Please testify for us. Oh boy. This is gonna be great. Hello. Oh, that's it. Certainly the most concise testimony we've had so far. Very well. Begin your cross-examination. Right. What are you going to do, Nick? I don't know. What do we do, Maya? Who is your owner? Your owner is obviously Yanni Yogi, but at the same time... Let's just, press? Witness, you can't say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify. Maya, you talk to her. Right, what do I say? Have you forgotten something? What's your name? Where's the safe number? Have we forgotten something? As I recall, 2 days ago. Polly, have we forgotten something? Squawk, don't forget DL6. Maya, talk to her. Come on. If I can get Polly to say that here, that will prove that the caretaker had something to do with DL6. Polly, have you forgotten something? Hello. Wait, what? That's not what you're supposed to say. Forgot. Something we forgot. Hello. How did Von Karma speak to the bird and much less... Uh-oh, it's not working, Nick. You won't say it. It's ridiculous. Why don't you say it? Something the matter, Mr. Wright? Wait, don't tell me Von Karma expected this. He couldn't have retrained the parrot, could he? Did he train her not to respond when we asked when we'd forgotten anything? Oh, that's not good. Witness, you can't expect to say hello. I want to testify. Maya. What's your name? Maybe I should get her to say her name? Polly, what's your name? Polly. Mr. Wright, I think we've established the parrot's name Polly. Does this have anything to do with the owner's identity? Of course. Yes, it does. Ah, fascinating. You claim that the parrot's name will prove our owner's identity? Then show us this proof. Nick, don't you think you're taking this bluffing a little too far? Listen, we're not here to answer the question of who is his caretaker. We're here to prove that he is Yanni Yogi. All we have to do is tie the name Polly to Yogi, Your Honor, and prove the caretaker's identity is. Name reveals the identity of the owner. Is the parrot itself? I mean, hold on. Maybe the incident right here? Let's do this. The DL6 case file? That's quite a large file you have there. Which page is proof on then? Show us or stop wasting our time. Very well. Mr. Wright, please show us the page. Where in this file is the information connected to this parrot's name? Suspect data. I looked at it really quick. Suspect data page. This page is all the information on Yanni Yogi. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide, see? Indeed. It does say that, yes. What was his fiancée's name? Polly Jenkins. Polly! Exactly, Your Honor. He wanted to remember the name of his fiancée who had committed suicide. That's why he named his parrot after her. I see. I guess that is possible. Ah! A mere coincidence, that's all. My granddaughter's a dog she calls Phoenix. Well, Mr. Phoenix Wright, does this make you my granddaughter's fiancé? She's only 7 years old. Indeed. Alone is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial. We would need some corroborating evidence. Where am I going to find that? Nick, we're getting closer. One more. For goodness sake, one piece of evidence. Right, but what? Very well, witness. You may continue. What is she going to continue with? Witness, you're here to speak. You must speak to me. Frankly, I can't believe that you're speaking to the parrot. Well, I guess you should try to get some information out of her. You need to show the judge that her owner is Mr. Yogi. Okay, let's try that last option, the safe number. Witness, you can't say hello, I want to testify, Maya, Wright, what do I say? The safe number. Maybe you'll get her to say that number that's safe. Huh? The safe, why? Let's just try to get her to say anything, okay? Polly, what was the number to the safe in the shack? 1228, 1228. My, what a reckless parrot. Well, Mr. Rice, you aren't claiming that this number has something to do with the caretaker. It does, actually, because inside is the revenge letter. Actually, it does. That's why I had her say it. Ha! Ridiculous. How can the number to a safe tell us who the caretaker is? Show us your proof. What could possibly link this number to the caretaker's true identity? The DO6 incident photo. Huh? Admittedly, I don't think it had anything to show us. And now I'm right. How could a safe number reveal someone's identity? Uh-oh. I think that drawing's going to show him. That's right. The witness may continue her testimony. Wait. Do I have to keep going until I figure out something out? Press this. The safe number. And then... Okay. Maybe it doesn't? Well, it doesn't have anything to do with that, no. Ah! No, it sends us right back to here. No, no. Okay, so... Look, I'm trying, guys. I was doing so good, and then suddenly this gets... Right, what do I say? What's the safe number? Parrot, Mr. Wright, you want to claim the number something to do with the caretaker? Yes, it does. Why is I a satyr? Ridiculous, how can numbers safe tell us caretakers? If we had that revenge letter, it would solve anything. What could possibly link the number to this caretaker's identity? Is... not the DO6 bullet. Let's try looking through this again. Okay, summary. Bullet fired twice. Maybe it was the gun? I'm not certain. You'd think I'd be certain by now. The parrot? The gun? But this is the gun of this weapon, then. Nope. Nope, okay. Well, at least I'm not losing health, right? I know, this is embarrassing. I need to figure this out. Witness, you can't say I won't testify. It is the right path because it says if you're like, 128, and then it says if you have a number to do with the caretaker. I hit no, and it said no, it sent me right back. Ah, ridiculous. How can numbers tell us the caretaker is? Show us your proof. Question the caretaker's identity. I'm gonna try the parrot. I'm just trying to figure this out. I just can't say hello. Just safe number. If I had the frickin' revenge letter, it would help. Is Dio6 bullet? What am I missing? My lord. Alright, I'm going through this so many times. Holy moly. It does, but what is it? Goodness, do I really need to look up a walkthrough? I really hope I don't. What about the autopsy report? I'm grasping at straws here. Do I really gotta look up a walkthrough? I don't want to look up a walkthrough. What do I show them? I'm throwing everything at them. Link this number to the caretaker's identity. This DL6 incident right here? Ah. Goodness, what do I'm like, I don't know. Do I have my phone around somewhere that I could look at a walkthrough or something? Well, I should get information I need to show the judge the owner is Mr. Yogi. If we had the present thing, maybe profiles? No? We're not allowed to do that? No, wait, that'll take health from us. That's not good. I need to figure out something. I'm wasting beautiful time. So, let me get my phone. Of course, it's the one thing I don't try. Let's hear, see something? Polly was never checked. Am I with a reckless parrot? Mr. Wright? Claim the number has something to do with the caretaker? Yes, I do. Number tells who the caretaker is. Show us your proof. It's the one thing I don't try. The flippin' case file. The DL6 case file? What is this obsession you have with that case? Mr. Wright. Where in this file is something relating to that safe number? Wait, hold on. Let me just look up the court record really fast. Check in. Where in that number? No clues. That's case summary. One bullet found in the murder weapons fired twice. Okay, suicide. No clues found in the scene. Murder weapons fired twice. The victim data. On the victim data page. Mr. Wright, this file's case from 15 years ago. I don't see anything ever saving here at all. I believe it's one of Mr. Wright's bluffs. Very well. Okay. That was embarrassing. Let's go back to the DO6 case file and try something else. I'm really sorry, guys. This is super embarrassing. Safe? Why? Try and get her to say anything, okay? Polly, what's the number to this check? Reckless parrot. The DO6 case file. Suspect data. It's on the suspect data page. Mr. Wright. Okay, it's the one thing I don't try. Again. I really want to get to the good stuff of this trial, but this is holding me back. The case summary, apparently. It's on the case summary page. Case summary? Specifically, the date on which the DS6 incident occurred. The date of the incident? December 28th? Why, that's today's date from 15 years ago. And the number on that safe is 1228. Ah, he used the date of the DS6 incident as a number for his safe, Your Honor. That's how important that date was to him. I see, it's certainly an interesting coincidence. People often do set their secret numbers to dates. Ah, this is not tangible proof. I set my ATM card's number to 0001 because I'm number 1. This has nothing to do with the dates. Nothing. That's enough. I think we've reached a conclusion here. This is a mere coincidence, that's all. True, that is a possibility. However, two coincidences at the same time seem more like a pattern to me. What are you saying? Summon the caretaker of the boat shop. Immediately. Back to you, Yanni Yogi. Witness, tell us your name. Wait, this witness, he doesn't remember. No, it's okay. Wait, what? Whoa! I've accomplished what I wanted to do. I'm done. Nick, he looks totally different. This is the real Yogi, I think. Finally. He's been acting people to hide his true identity. Acting for 15 years. Well, let me ask you again. Please state your name for the court. My name is Yanni Yogi. 15 years ago I served as a bailiff in this very court. Order! Order! Yanni Yogi! So was it you who killed Robert Hammond and tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death? Yes, it was me. I did it. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond, he said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me innocent, get me off the hook. So, I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, really, but he didn't believe me. We won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiancé, my social standing. Then, this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take my revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had sent it. I thought this was my chance after 15 years. This was it. Finally, a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets. Wait a moment. Revenge against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean? I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admit it. I was the one who killed Robert Hammond. That was the most straightforward confession I have ever heard. Von Karma, where's Mr. Yogi? Under arrest, Your Honor. I saw no room for error in his confession. Then, the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, is innocent, in this case at least. Very well. Will the defendant please take the stand? Oh boy. Well, he may be innocent of this case, but deal 6? Oh boy. There are a few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you are clear to suspicion for this particular case. So I'd like to pass judgment on the murder of Mr. Robert Hammond. Any objections? I don't believe it. Why isn't Von Karma saying anything? Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. I have a feeling it's not over yet. He is innocent of this case. That is all. This court is adjourned? Wait, what? Nope, it's not over. Did someone say objection? It wasn't Von Karma. Wait, but that means no. No way! Edgeworth, Your Honor, I object to your judgment. What do you mean? I'm not innocent at all. As we have heard, Yanni Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what? Nick, Edgeworth is trying to confess. He's going to say he's guilty. He's going to tell them he was a murderer in this incident. He's going to tell them he killed his own dad. Uh-oh, what do I do? Objection! We can't let you be guilty. The judge not even passed. I object to Edgeworth's outburst. Didn't something like this happen yesterday too? I believe a certain witness raised an objection after a guilty verdict is passed. That would be Larry. We must hear this new statement. We must hear Miles Edgeworth. He's right. We have a duty to hear Mr. Edgeworth out. Oh no! For 15 years. Wait, was raising an objection the wrong move? No, let's not assume anything just yet. I have had a recurring dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare, that's what I told myself. But now I know it wasn't a dream. Yanni Yogi wasn't the killer. You mean in the incident where your father died? From the distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was as clear as day. The murderer. The criminal in the DL6 incident. It was me. Your Honor, I confess my guilt. I am guilty for DL6, the statute of limitations which ends today. The culprit is me! No! Order! Order! This is certainly unexpected. The defendant, declared innocent, is confessing to a different crime. Crime for which statute of limitations runs out today. I'm not really sure I should deal with this. Ah! It's obvious. We hold a trial, right here, right now. We tried this man for the crime of 15 years ago. Crap. I think I'd like to take a 5-minute recess. During this time, I'll consider the appropriate course of action to take. Court is adjourned. Aw, crap. Aw, crap. No, no! 2:24 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. I'm sorry, Wright. I just wasted all of your effort. Mr. Edgeworth, I just don't believe it, sir. I mean, you killed your dad. I didn't want to believe it myself, Detective, but it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances. This is crazy! Just crazy! Huh? Nick? What are you doing? Huh? Oh, I was just reading through the court record once more. I'm getting my case ready. Your case for what? Huh? Isn't it obvious? I'm going to prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent. What are you talking about, pal? He just admitted to it. He confessed he did it in court. I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe your nightmare. What? It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in this court record. In any case, tighten your belts. The real fight is just beginning. I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me. Right. Let's do this. We're not letting him confess to a guilty verdict because he is not guilty. Let's go. Now then, I would like to resume our trial. Judge! Miles Edgeworth admitted his own guilt. He has confessed his crime. Let's begin by hearing his testimony. Then, through pointless, let defense do the cross-examining. Statute of limitation of the DL6 incident runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I'd like to run this one by the book. I see. Does the defense have any objections? Not any. No, Your Honor. Von Karma, you knew this was going to happen at the very beginning, didn't you? Very well. Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand? Let's go, Edgeworth. Will the witness state his name and profession? Miles Edgeworth, I'm a prosecuting attorney. Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct? It is correct. Then testify about this matter to the court. When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That will be the key, but only if I can get it to work. Please, please. The DL6 incident. That day, I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As he went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot and then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all. And until now, I thought this memory was a dream. We were stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out and I lost my memory of the events. Ah, the same claim Mr. Yogi has made. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please? Yes, Your Honor. We're going to press everything. I will not make that same mistake with the parrot. That day, I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. And why was that? What was the trial your father was involved in on that day? I don't remember things very clearly. Only 2 things. I know my father lost and Mr. Von Karma was the prosecuting attorney. Mr. Von Karma, you were handling that case? It was 15 years ago. I don't remember the details. That was when Edgeworth pointed out the problem in Von Karma's evidence. As he went to leave, an earthquake struck, traffic in the elevator. So there were 3 people, including yourself, trapped in that elevator. Yes, myself, my father, and Yanni Yogi. We were fine at first, but then as time passed and no one came to help, my father, Mr. Yogi, lost his composure and began to argue. What did you do then? I was a 9-year-old boy at the time. What could I do? I was scared, trembling in the corner. But then, just then, something heavy fell at my feet. What was it? A pistol. I assumed it was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi's. The safety must have come off when it fell from his holster. And you picked it up. What happened next? I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. Did you know it was a pistol when you threw it? I think I knew. I knew it was dangerous, but the air was getting so thick, I panicked. So you're saying that you threw the pistol at Mr. Yogi? I was in a daze. A moment later, there's a single gunshot, then a scream. The gun fired once. Yes, I think after I threw it I lost consciousness. Since then, they've echoed in my head every day. That gunshot and that horrible scream. The scream. It was a terrible scream, remember it to this day. Can you elaborate on that? To this day. Yes, I can practically hear it now. I doubt I'll ever be able to forget that scream as long as I live. There it is! One part of that testimony clearly contradicts the evidence, but I don't know what it means. I better find out quick. Okay, so it's right there, the last piece, and I can tell you exactly what it was. If you remember that horrifying scream, and this DL6 bullet was shot in the heart, how do you remember the scream? Your Honor. I'm not sure. Ah, no! Okay. Let's not screw it up here. We're so close. I can feel it. Wait, no, it was a picture. I don't know what I was clicking the other one for. So, it was a picture, wasn't it? If you thought you threw the gun at your father, then what's that? Then what is the bullet in the elevator doing there? Objection! Ah! That's not good. No, I'm down to the wire here. Contradicts the evidence. I remember this to this day. The DO6 file? Crap! No, the music's still going. It means I totally screwed up. Ah! No! This court sees no further prolonged trial. Ah, no! That was not the right call. The accused turned to the court immediately to be held in trial as all court is adjourned. I didn't want to get a game over on this chapter, but apparently... Alright, let's go right back in. We're not giving up. So, you said you heard the scream to this day. Yet, no. No, this is of this case. This gun? Nope. Ah, no! It's not the right call. Okay, let's try this again. To this day. Yes, I practically hear it now. I doubt I forget this scream as long as I live. There it is! One part of the testimony clearly contradicts the evidence, but I don't know what it means. Better find out quick. Maybe there's something here? Began to argue to send something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. Hold on, if you threw it at Mr. Yogi, and the gun fired off, then what's that hole in the elevator doing right there? Nope, that was not it. And game over again. There's gotta be something I'm missing, obviously, otherwise... There's a single gunshot and a scream. There was a single gunshot. Yet, I'm gonna just throw it out here. There we go! So there was only one gunshot? Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the shot and then the scream. Then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came. I see. No, Your Honor. Unfortunately, you don't. Huh? Take a look at this. This is a photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago, and in it lies a clear contradiction of Mr. Edgeworth's testimony. Well, I can see the victim Gregory Edgeworth lying there. But what do you mean a contradiction? Just say thought. The judge is clueless, as always. Show the judge a contradiction in the photo. If he was shot, then what's this doing right here? As should be obvious, contradiction is here. I see a bullet hole in the door. Your Honor, Miles Edgeworth testifies that there was only one gunshot. However, according to this photograph, not one, but two shots were fired. One shot hit the victim, the other hit the elevator door. I ask you then, why did Miles Edgeworth only hear one gunshot? This photograph does seem to confirm a second shot. However, when was the hole in the elevator made? It might have been there before the incident occurred. No, it wouldn't have. It was there before, nothing to do with this incident. Mr. Wright, do you have proof that this hole in close time the incident? Do I? Hold on, do I? But before we answer, let's check the DO6 case file. No found gun at the scene. The murder weapon was fired twice, right here at the DO6 case file. So yes, we do have evidence. Your Honor, I think I'll be able to show you proof. What? Impossible! Now, Mr. Montgomery, save your choice or after you've seen the evidence. Very well, Mr. Wright. Show us your proof. What do you think proves the bullet hole in the door related to the incident? The DO6 case file! Your Honor, the answer is in this file. You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? I don't accept evidence you can tell us what page it's on. Which page shows the victim of the bullet hole in the DO6 incident? Victim data, baby! Look at the victim data in this file. These are quite plain. The murder weapon was fired twice. Miles Edgeworth only heard one gunshot. Yet the murder weapon was fired twice. Order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, two shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, you must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else. Mr. Wright, but who could that someone else be? The murderer, of course. I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasy got out of hand. Mr. Wright, look once more at the case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page. The case summary? That's on page 1. Look at what is written there. Not a single clue is found on the scene. Huh. If the pistol had indeed been fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene. He does have a point. That second bullet has never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life is the one fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter, the whole truth. It was undoubtedly something else that made the bullet hole in the door. Are you sure about that? Order. I will have order. Mr. Wright has proven one thing else quite clearly, that the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Montgomery says, the second bullet fired was not found. It is highly unlikely that the police may have overlooked the second bullet. So we all have a single bullet fired. I'm afraid I have to discount the defense claim. I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter. Ah! How did this happen? I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident? What are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising an objection? I'm sorry, Maya. What? It looked like I was wrong. Nick, if the second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing. No. But you said you'd do it, Nick. You said you'd get Edgeworth declared innocent. I'm sorry. It's just when I saw the photograph, I thought that 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it. I thought I'd won. I thought there was another person, someone else who fired the killing shots. But now, I was wrong to think it could be that simple. This case stood unsolved for 15 years. Nick. Well, it seems that we have finally cleared up this incident. Only one bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth. Precisely. I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far? Yes, Your Honor. Do you have any objections? No. No, I do not. So you killed your father, though that was not your intention. Yes, I did. Oh no. He's accepted the guilt. Very well. The statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant today, right here. Right now! Indeed. Does anyone have any objections? I've been here before. It's just like my first day in court. There are so many things I know I should be saying. My mind's gone blank. I can't find the words. Mr. Wright. I have an objection! Your Honor! I object! Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object, Nick? I don't know, his case is perfect. Oh no. Ah! It must exist. The second bullet. Let's go, Mia! Let's go! What'd you say? Nothing. The second bullet must exist? Where? Someone took it. It seems waiting is not going to produce any answer, Mr. Wright. Wait, Your Honor. The second bullet, it existed. What? But we've just heard proof that it did not exist. I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. It's just someone took it and they see the crime as it happens. But who? The murderer. Murderer? Then tell us, just who is this murderer? I'm still thinking about that one. So the crime looks like a bullet, but why? First of all, why would they have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet? Yes, they had to. To make themselves look innocent. Of course there was a need, that's why they took it. But what possible reason could they have had? Well, the reason the murderer took the bullet away from the scene of the crime with them is... the bullet would be proof. Maybe they thought the bullet would be used as proof. It was a special bullet, they took it with them. If it was that case, then they should have taken the bullet from inside Gregory as well. Huh? Why would they only take one of the 2 shots fired? Oh, right. Mr. Wright, I really thought this through. I wanted to penalize you. Aw, crap! This isn't going so well. Was there some need for the bullet? I had to find it. Of course. I am going to save really fast, because if I lose, I'm gonna have to go all the way back to Edgeworth's testimony. Well, the reason the murderer took the bullet away from the scene with them is the murderer was cautious. Well, the murderer's a very cautious sort, you see. That's why the murderer searched for the bullet. If that was the case, then they should have taken the bullet from inside Gregory as well. Huh? Why would they only take one of the 2 shots fired? No! This court sees no reason for a long trial. No! Wait. Well? Oh crap, no, because then I'm now stuck here. No! I saved at the wrong spot! No, I saved at the wrong spot! No, now I can't continue! How do I do this? No. Wait, how do I do this then? Well... No, I'm stuck now. Crap. Okay, I'm stuck. That's not good. I'm actually very stuck. I don't know what to do. Do I have to start over the entire trial? I doubt it, but... Alright, so apparently I'm stuck in an infinite death loop no matter what I pick. So... I just have to... I looked online to see what I can do, so play this game, Ace Attorney. And go all the way to Turnabout Goodbyes. and see what happens. Okay, I'll see you guys when I have a clear answer. Alright, so apparently I have to start over from the entire case. So that's gonna be fun. I'll just have to skip through it and get back to what I had to do, so I'll see you guys then. Alright, I finally caught up, because I literally went through all of the episodes of Chapter 4 and I finally made it to today's episode. So I'll start from right here. Wait a second. You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the pair, Von Karma. I have a right to do as you suggested. Well, if you're so desperate, then please be my guest. Of course, should you go through with this, and nothing comes in, I hope you're ready for the consequences. Nick, it's crazy. Well, still want to go through a little game? Yes. Let the parrot take the stand. I'll cross-examine her, Your Honor. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Von Karma's rigged every person's estimate, every piece of evidence, except the parrot. She's my last chance. At least I think so. And since I already know from my previous game overs what the answer is, this should be easy and I'd be able to get past here. That's quite a bird. Please tell us your name. Name! The witness is ignoring me. It must hurt to be ignored by a bird. Very well, witness. Who is your owner? Please testify for us. Okay. Let's get past this, okay? Oh, wait, I gotta do the whole thing first, then let's cross-examine. Right, where are you at, Nick? I don't know, what do we do, Maya? Don't worry. I got it this time. Maya, you talked to her. Right, what should I say? What's the safe number? Maybe I'll get her to say the number of that safe. The safe? Why? I'll just try to get her to say anything, okay? Polly, what was the number to the safe in the shack? 1228, 1228. My, what a reckless parent. Mom, Mr. Wright. You aren't claiming the number's something to do with the caretaker. Yes, it does. That's why I had her say it. Ha! Ridiculous. How can the number to a safe tell us who the caretaker is? Show us your proof. What could possibly link this number to the caretaker's true identity? The DL6 file. The DL6 case file. What is this obsession you have with this case? Mr. Wright, where in the file is it pertaining to the number? The case summary. It's on the case summary page. Case summary? Specifically, the date in which the DL6 incident occurred. The date of the incident? December 28th? Why, that's today's date, 15 years ago. And the number on that safe is 1228. Ah, he used the date of the DL6 incident number for a safe, Your Honor. That's how important the date was to him. I see, it certainly is an interesting coincidence. People do often set their secret numbers to dates. Ah, this is not tangible proof. I set my ATM numbers card to 0001 because I'm number 1. This has nothing to do with the date. Nothing. Indeed. Alone is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial. Need some other corroborating evidence. Where am I going to find that? Nick, we're getting closer. One more piece of evidence. Right, but what? Witness may continue. Well, I guess getting information over. Owner is Mr. Yogi. Right, so let's press it again. And on top of that, we need to save at a perfect spot. Not where I saved last time, because, let's be honest, if I saved right where I was, I'll be done for once more. Okay, Maya, you talked to her. Have you forgotten something? As I recall 2 days ago. Polly, have you forgotten something? Squawk, don't forget DL6. If I can get Polly to say that here, that will prove that the caretaker has something to do with DL6. Polly, have you forgotten something? Hello. That's not what you're supposed to say. Forgot something. We forgot. Hello. Uh-oh, it's not working, Nick. She won't say it. It's ridiculous. Why won't you say it? Something the matter, Mr. Wright? Wait, don't tell me Von Karma expected this. He couldn't have retrained the parrot, could he? Did he train her not to respond when we asked her if we've forgotten anything? Alright, I'm gonna jump back out again, and this time I'll meet you guys when I got to that point. So, I'll be right back. I'm gonna jump back in, boys. Let's do this. Did someone just say objection? It wasn't Von Karma. Wait, but that means... No! Edgeworth! Your Honor, I object to your judgments. What do you mean? I am not innocent at all. As we've heard, Yanni Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what? Nick, Edgeworth is trying to confess. He's gonna say he's guilty. He's going to tell me he's the murderer in the Ossex incident. He's going to tell me he killed his own dad. Uh-oh, what do I do? Raise an objection. Judgment has already been passed. I object to Edgeworth's outburst. Gonna keep saving because I cannot afford to keep. I literally played for 3 hours to get all that footage back. Didn't something like this happen yesterday too? I believe a certain witness raised an objection after a guilty verdict was passed. That would be Larry. We must hear this new statement. We must hear Miles Edgeworth. You're right. We have a duty to hear Mr. Edgeworth out. For 15 years, I have heard a recurring dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare. That's what I told myself. But now I know. It wasn't a dream. Yanni Yogi wasn't the killer. You mean in the incident where your father died? From the distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was as clear as day. The murderer. The criminal in the DL6 incident. It was me. Your Honor, I confess my guilt. I am guilty for DL6, the statute of limitations which ends today. The culprit is me! Oh, order! Order! This is certainly unexpected. The defendant declared innocent is confessing to a different crime. A crime for which the statute of limitations runs out today. I'm not really sure I should deal with this. Ah! It's obvious. We hold a trial right here, right now. We tried this man for the crime 15 years ago. I think I'd like to take a 5-minute recess. During this time, I'll consider the appropriate course of action to take. Court is adjourned. I'm sorry, Wright. I've just wasted all of your effort. Edgeworth, I don't believe it, sir. I mean, you killed your dad? I didn't want to believe it myself, detective, but it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. Right here, I'm gonna save, so if I do fall back, I'll fall back here. Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstance. This is crazy, just crazy. Huh? Nick, what are you doing? Huh? Oh, I was just reading through the court record once more. I'm getting my case ready. Your case? For what? Huh? Isn't it obvious? I'm going to prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent. What are you talking about, pal? He just admitted to it. He confessed that he did it in court. I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe your nightmare. What? It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in this court record. In any case, tighten your belts. The real fight is just beginning. I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me. Right. Number 28, 2:30 p.m. District Court, Courtroom Number 3. Now then, I would like to resume our trial. Judge, Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed his crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then, through pointless, the defense do their cross-examining. Statute of limitation of the DL6 incident runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I like to run this one by the book. I see. Defense, any objections? Not any. No, Your Honor. Von Karma, you knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you? Very well. Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand? Will the witness state his name and profession? Miles Edgeworth. I am a prosecuting attorney. Miles Edgeworth. 15 years ago, you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct? It is correct. Then testify this matter to the court. When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That will be the key, but only if I get it to work. Please, please. Okay, just gotta remember what that was. Now it has been fully an hour. So, let's finish this, once and for all. You're stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out, and I lost memory of the events. Ah, the same claim Mr. Yogi has made. Very well. Mr. Wright, cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. Or anything, we are gonna save once more. I cannot go through another 3 hours of this. I just can't. And that's in the elevator. So there are 3 people, including yourself, trapped in this elevator. Yes, myself, my father, and Yanni Yogi. We were fine at first. Then as time passed and no one came to help, my father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. What'd you do then? I was a 9-year-old boy at the time. What could I do? I was scared, trembling in the corner. But then, something heavy fell at my feet. What was it? A pistol. I assume it was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi's. The seat must have come off when it fell from its holster. And he picked it up. What happened next? Threw it, Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. Wait, hold on. I shouldn't just throw around remarks here. Did you know it was a pistol when you threw it? I think I knew. I knew it was dangerous, but the air was getting so thick I panicked. You're saying that you threw the pistol at Mr. Yogi. I was in a daze. A moment later, a single gunshot, then a scream. Let's just press that really quick. The gun fired once. Yes, I think I threw it after I lost consciousness. Since then, they've echoed in my head every day. That gunshot and that horrible scream. Scream? Hold on. If you said you heard that one gunshot, then what does this picture prove? Objection! Wait. No, I remember now. Hold up. Hold up. Yep, here we go. If you heard one gunshot, then what does this picture prove? Objection! So there was only one gunshot. Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the shot and then the scream. Then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came. See? No, Your Honor, unfortunately, you don't. Can't lose this now. Take a look at this. This is a photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago, and in it lies a clear contradiction in Miles Edgeworth's testimony. Well, I can see the victim, Gregory Edgeworth, lying there. What do you mean a contradiction? Just I thought the judge is clueless, as always. Show the judge contradiction in the photo. It's this bullet hole right here. It should be obvious the contradiction is here. I see, bullet hole in the door. Your Honor, Miles Edgeworth testifies that there was only one gunshot. However, according to this photograph, not one but 2 shots were fired. One shot hit the victim, the other hit the elevator door. I ask you then, why did Miles Edgeworth only hear one gunshot? This photograph does seem to confirm a second shot. However, when was the hole in the elevator made? It might have been there before the incident occurred. If it was there before, it had nothing to do with this incident. Mr. Wright, do you have proof the bullet hole was caused of the incident? Yes, I do. Your Honor, I think I will be able to show you proof. What? Impossible. Now, Mr. Von Karma. Save your surprise after you've seen the evidence. Show us our proof, and that is the DO6 file. Your Honor, the answer is in this file. You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? I don't accept evidence that can tell us what page it's on. Page is linked in the bullet hole in the DL6 incident. Victim data! Victim data in this file. It's quite plain that the murder weapon was fired twice. We're getting there. Miles Edgeworth only heard one gunshot, yet the murder weapon was fired twice. Order! Order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? It's simple, Your Honor. Can't afford to back down. Not now. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot you're fired right now. In conclusion, must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else. Mr. Wright, but who could that someone else be? The murderer, of course. I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, look once more at the deals in the case file. Look closely. Try that case summary page. Case summary. That's on page 1. Look at what is written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene. Save again, because if I screw up here, I have to go through 3 hours of that crap. 3 hours, and I do not like wasting time. If the pistol had indeed been fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene. He does have a point. That second bullet has never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life is the one fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter. The whole truth. It was undoubtedly something else that made the bullet hole in the door. I don't think so. And this time, I'll be able to stand my ground. Order. I will have order. Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly. That the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Wilcox says, the second bullet fired was not found. It is highly unlikely that the person merely overlooked the second bullet. So all you have is a single bullet fired. I'm afraid it's against the defense's claim. I pray the judge for his wisdom in this matter. How did this happen? I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist. Am I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident? What are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising an objection? I'm sorry, Maya. What? It looks like I was wrong. Nick? If the second bullet wasn't there, all my conjectures are for nothing. No, but you say you do it, Nick. You say Edward declared innocent. I'm sorry. It's just when I saw the photograph that 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it. I thought I'd won. I thought there was another person, someone else who fired that killing shot. But now, I was wrong to think it would be that simple. This case stood unsolved for 15 years. Nick! Well, it seems I finally cleared up this incident. Only 1 bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth. Precisely. I would like to ask something of Miles Edgeworth before passing the verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far? Yes, Your Honor. Do you have any objections? No. No, I do not. So you killed your father, though it was not your intention? Yes, I did. Oh no. He's accepted guilt. Very well. The statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce the verdict of the defendant today, right here. Right now, indeed. Does anyone have any objections? I've been here before. Just like my first day in court. There's so many things I know I should be saying. My mind's gone like can't find the words. Mr. Wright? I have an objection! Your Honor! I object! So close. Gotta do this. Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object, Nick? I don't know. His case is perfect. Oh no. Ah! It must exist. The second bullet. What? What did you just say? Nothing. The second bullet must exist? Where? Someone took it. Seems waiting is not going to produce any answer to Mr. Wright. Wait, Your Honor. And this is the literal core of the case. If I screw up here, I have this to fall back on. The second bullet, it existed. What? We just proved it does not exist. I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. It's just someone took the scene of crime as it happened. But who? The murderer. The murderer. Then tell us, who is this murderer? I'm still thinking about that one. So criminal took the second bullet, but why? First of all, how would they have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet? The murderer didn't need it! Why would the murderer have spent the time looking for your straight bullet? I haven't gotten a clue. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? Murderer had no reason to take that bullet. You don't want to admit it because it's true. Had to take it. Had to take it. The murderer? What does that mean? It means that we're saving again because I am literally I'm gonna finish this trial. So be it. You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. I had no idea what I'm doing. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene. But, the murderer had to take that bullet. Had to, Mr. Wright. What do you mean? Well, for instance. For instance, what? Maybe the bullet hit the murderer. The bullet hit the murderer. Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there. You know? I mean... Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head. What if that's what really happened? Let me get this straight. So at the time of the murderer themselves was shot, and they left with the second bullet still inside of them? Hence why it couldn't be found! Thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime. Yes, I guess that's how it worked, but there's a problem with that. The other two people rescued from the elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Yana Yuki, were both unharmed. So that would mean the murderer came from outside, yes. There we go! Think crazy indeed! The two men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol in his feet and throws it. The pistol decharges and the bullet. It hits whoever was there. The bullet goes to the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. Then, the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the man inside. Mr. Wright, you are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. I can tell you're grasping it, and I cannot deny the possibility of what you say. What are you even saying? Deny it! Deny it! No one involved with the incident was wounded. Save, save, and save. I'm gonna remember this trial for as long as I live. There was no murderer. No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right. I can't think of anyone. Hey, Nick. Huh? I just thought of something really crazy. Crazy? Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday? Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Wow. It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Yet an unusual event for the man. That was the first and last vacation taken in many years of prosecuting. What if Von Karma didn't take that vacation because of shock, but took it because he was injured? He did it! Which would mean, it could only mean one thing. He was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth. It was Von Karma. Oh man, something wrong, Mr. Wright? You seem dazed. No, Your Honor. Well, you have indicted the possibility that the murder came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect? Uh-oh. Should I come out and say it now? Oh, I ran into this choice before. Say it now? When will I have time to say it now? Say it now! Your Honor, there's a suspect, one lone suspect. Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect? Oh, my hands are shaking. The what? Von Karma! Von Karma? Oh, what do you think of that now, boy? You mean the Von Karma, the prosecutor, the one standing right over there. Ah, you don't object. I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst in my objection? Because you took a vacation for several months starting the day after the incident. That you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason? So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident. Fascinating. Prove it. I would have needed surgery, no? Where did I go under the knife at, Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor that operated me. Have him testify. Nick! Let's find out who his doctor is. It's no use. Edgeworth? I know Von Karma, perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. Probably didn't undergo surgery. That would leave a doctor as a witness. Nobody's that perfect. So what now, Nick? Did Von Karma pull the bullet out by himself? That's insane. No, he couldn't have. You can't just pull bullets out of yourself. Wait. What does that mean? That bullet has to be somewhere, but where? In his shoulder still? Can you produce evidence to prove that I was shot? It's impossible to prove. It would be impossible to find the doctor operating on Von Karma now. Even if Von Karma did undergo surgery. Seems you have finally come to your senses. You've realized the truth. You can't prove something that didn't happen. Nick. The court record. There must be something. The court record? What could be in there? There's no time better to think on it as I go. Alright, Von Karma, I'll prove it. And I'll use evidence. I'll show you how you like it so much. What? The evidence that proves Von Karma was shot is... this photograph of the scene of the murder? What exactly is that? Sorry. Judge, if you would. Right. Penalty! Why did I say it in a sing-song? Your voice managed to make it this far. Yes, Your Honor. Von Karma was shot. Is this bullet? No! No, 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 no! No, that's the other pistol. I don't want to check anything. Just in case. Weapon was fired twice. The DO6 file, wasn't it? That's gotta be the evidence. No! Oh. Ah. Nope. Ah. It is a really good thing I saved a lot, isn't it? We need to find evidence that he was shot, and what was it? Say it now. My hands are shaking. Be what? Von Karma! Von Karma. As you took a vacation for several months during the day after that incident. You pride yourself on a perfect record. Why did you take such a long vacation without any reason? So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury after the incident. Fascinating. Prove it. I'd like to need a surgery before going to the knife at Mr. Wright. Find out who's doctor is no use. Edgeworth? I know Von Karma perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. Probably didn't undergo surgery. That'd leave a doctor as a witness. Now next to Von Karma. No, that's not. You know, bullets over yourself. What does that mean? The bullets be somewhere, but where? Impossible to prove. You realize the truth. You can't prove something that didn't happen. Nick. Court record. There must be something. Court record. What could be in there? Let's save from right here so we don't. We do end up losing. It's right here. Ah! For some time I just think on as I go. Alright, Von Karma, I'll prove it, and I'll even use the evidence. I know how you like it so much. What? The evidence that proves Von Karma was shot is... It's not the DO6 file. It's not any of that, yet. I need to find something. Was it this pistol? Nope. I'm really not sure I managed to make it this far. Alright, hold on just a second. Okay, it is definitely something I didn't see. This metal detector, it's made of metal, right? Von Karma is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery leaving an evidence trail. So then I ask, where's that bullet now? I think it unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself. You don't mean... I do. There is possibly that bullet is still inside Von Karma. It's not even possible for all these years? Well, there's one way to find out. We could use this metal detector. Well, Von Karma, I'm going to run this all over you and see what we find. Ooh, he's sweating. I refuse. You refuse. But refusing this means you acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you. Order. Order. Your Honor, the defense requested may be allowed to use the metal detector. Judge, I call for the suspension of this trial as an invasion of privacy. What's wrong? The statute of limitations runs on this case today. It was you who said we had to end it here right now. Enough. I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing. Nick, what does this mean? I don't know, but we have to give it a shot. Oh my goodness. It reacted. Something's inside his right shoulder. The bullet. Mr. Von Karma. You. It was you. I was afraid this would happen. And so I remained silent. Indeed, there's a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident. What? I was shot in the shoulder long before the DO6 incident. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to DL6. And where's your proof on that? But, Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that? You better not be able to prove it. Prove? I have no obligation to prove anything. It is Mr. Wright who must prove something here. Nor I. Mr. Wright? Well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder is from DL6? Of course he can't. You don't have any evidence of the DL6 evidence. That's because you took it out of the records room yesterday. With no proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright. No, I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma. What? You were close. One day away from freedom. But you see, I have proof. What? What would have thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link that bullet to your shoulder to the DL6 incident. And here's my final proof. It is this photograph! Nick, is this trying to present your cheese a little better? Huh? I mean, that's the wrong evidence? Ah, shoot! Okay, really mad. I gotta write down quick. Lucky this next in the real evidence, okay? I can link that bullet. Here's my final proof. The DL6 case file! Ah, frick. No. Dang it, I was about to own it. Wait, doesn't he remember the little bag? Or was that something we took from him? Maybe? Proof? I have no obligation to prove anything. It is Mr. Wright who must prove something here. Not I. Mr. Wright, well, can you prove it? Can you prove the bullet on commercial from DL6? Of course you can't. You don't have any of the DL6 evidence. That's because you took it out of the records room yesterday. With no proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright. No, I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma. What? You were close. One day away from freedom. But you see, I have proof. What? Who would have thought that you'd dig your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link that bullet to your shoulder via this incident. And here's my final proof. This bullet! From Gregory Edgeworth! That's... a bullet? Where did you get that? This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely with all the ballistic markings intact. Ballistic markings? Indeed. You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago. Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from the gun are marked with the weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullets. Quite accurate. We have 2 bullets in our possession. One, the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other, Mr. Von Karma's, the bullet buried in your shoulder. We could analyze both bullets. Then, if the markings matched, we would know that both bullets had been fired from the same gun. The very same pistol. In other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Karma, you will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder. And then we'll compare the ballistic markings to those on this bullet. And solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma? I think it's game over for you, buddy. That scream. I've heard that scream before. Wait, I know. It was the scream you heard. Help! I can't breathe. Quiet. I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. Stop breathing my air. Get away. Get away from my father. Ah! It's that scream I heard it. In the elevator. 15 years ago. Von Karma, it was you who screamed. Mr. Von Karma? Edgeworth! Edgeworth! Only you would dare defy me! So it was you. You and your father are my guards! Your father shamed me with this penalty on my record! And you left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade! I'll bury you! I'll bury you with my bare hands! Death! Death! Jeez, are you trying to get a concussion? 15 years earlier. Chief Prosecutor, I am sorry. Von Karma, it's not like you make this kind of error. I never would have thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you. I was careless. I'm sorry, but you'll have to be penalized. I covered for you in the past, but not this time. Edgeworth! It was a shock like none I'd ever known. Me? Penalized? It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly I found myself in the darkness. I was in the court records room. I must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. The lights must have gone out. I went out into the hallway and found my way to the elevator. I pressed the button, but nothing happens. Then, there was a noise. I was in pain, a horrible burning pain in my shoulder. Just then the lights came back on. The elevator door opened before my eyes. And it was the three boys. I saw three people all lying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew them. It was destiny. In his last moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died, never knowing who had shot him. Later, he spoke through a medium, blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was the perfect crime. Who would have thought another man would have come to open that elevator door? Judge! What are you doing? Do your job, bring an end to this miserable charade. Now! End it! Very well. It appears that we have come a very long end of this maze. 15 years later. Mr. Miles Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor? You were innocent. You are innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare. Yes, Your Honor. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. Oh my flippin' goodness. I'm finally done with this trial. And I can finally relax. December 28th, 5:38, District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Nick, we did it! Did you see his face? Von Karma looked even paler than usual. He's pretending to be all cool, but inside you crushed him, Nick. Crushed. I gotta say, I'm impressed. It was pretty close, so I was sure we'd had it. I know, I was on the verge of my tears that whole time myself, but now it's all just a good memory. So, it's finally over, Edgeworth. Right. Yeah? I'm not sure how to say this. I know. Try thank you. I see. Thank you, Wright. You're welcome. I think you could have done better this time. Sorry, I'm not good at this sort of thing. You got a lot to learn, Edgeworth. She's got you there. Whoa! Amazing, pal. You pulled through just like I thought you would. I'll never forget this. I owe you one, pal. And tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me. Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month. But who cares? See, Mr. Edgeworth? You should take a lesson from Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you. I see. Ahem. Whoa! I feel foolish. Don't worry. Take it at a time. You'll get used to it. It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded. Hey, y'all! Lotta, you all great in there. Thank you. Yo, Edgeworth, congrats. Thank you all very much. Oh, she's got on... I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. Just look at you. You wouldn't stick your hand in the cookie jar even if no one was there. You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you? Let bygones be bygones, yeah? Speaking of which, what are you doing now, Lotta? Who, me? Aw, I went back to college. I gave up trying to be an investigative photographer pretty quick. Really? That's too bad. Huh? Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park? Huh? It's over, Nick. My life is over. Why the sad face, Larry? What happened now? Oh, Nick, I'm not long for this world. You don't look sick. It's Fiancé. She's going to live in Paris. Paris, Nick. She's leaving me behind. Should have seen that coming. Yo, Edgy. There you are. Yes, here I am. Congrats, Edgy. Here, a little gift from me in celebration. celebration? That's unusual for you. Harry Butts, you've come along tonight too. My treat, pal. Huh? Thanks. Looking forward to it. Yo, Nick. That's the suit that questioned me. When he says treat, that's not police talk for prison food, right? Right? I think I'll be fine, Larry. Right. Yeah, what's up? That envelope that Larry gave me. It's got money in it. Well, yeah, that's not strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes. It's $38, right? Wait, what? Huh, what are your moments? Like, not a little bit, it's not a lot either. $38 exactly. Nick! Wasn't that exactly the amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school? $30? No! No! Larry, it was you? What are you so surprised about, Wright? Why, Larry? Huh? Larry was absent that day from school, right? But that doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect. What? Think back to that day 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored, so he came into school anyway. And he saw the money just lying there, and the rest is history. I never was good at history. Edgeworth, you didn't know, did you? I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else is saying you did it. The whole class is against you, remember? Yeah, too well. Right, you may not know this, but you used to have a saying back in school. When something smells, it's usually the butts. I know. Really, right? I'm surprised you didn't figure it out. Well, this sure is an unexpected turn of events, eh? Edgeworth. You should have told me. Now, Nick, it was 15 years ago. Don't you think the statute of limitations was run out, Mr. Edgeworth? I say so, yes. There you have it. Where does that leave me? It became a defense attorney because of what you two did. Well, you always have been something of an insufferable emotionalist. Yeah, and you get worked up too easily, too. Death! The death sentence for both of you! Man, if only I knew how to become a prosecutor! Same goes for me, only the other way around. That's gotta be good. For the longest time I thought I might have killed my own father. I thought I might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor in part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I may become a defense attorney after all. Edgeworth. Want to switch, right? Hey, y'all! Line up, I'll take a photo. Hey, photo time, let's go! And after that, dinner on me. Detective Gumshoe took us on the town that night. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom, even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention. December 29th, 5:02 a.m. Rankle offices? Wait, what are we doing back here? Whoa, I went a little overboard yesterday. My head hurts. Huh? It's only 5 o'clock in the morning. Maybe I should go back to sleep. What's this? A letter? Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you, it made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium, in training, of course. I wanted to help you, Mr. Edgeworth, too. I wanted to help you. But I couldn't. I was useless. So I've decided to go back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium for starters. I couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick. Oh wait, she's leaving? Goodbye? What time is it? Ah, the first trains and nuns have already left the station! Dude, that's sad. I really got used to her. I guess I'm too late. Hey! Nick! Maya! So, you're leaving? Yeah. It's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits. And I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay? Oh, yep, hold it! You are not leaving without a hug! Wait, what? I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help. Huh? On the last day of the trial, I heard Mia's voice. You heard my sister? Yes, only her voice, but still. It was at the very end when I thought we'd lost everything. Well, that's my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped, and Mr. Grossberg, and even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. I was useless, Nick. But you were the one who stopped Von Karma, Maya. Huh? I didn't do anything. All I did was wander around in a daze. Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped. Evidence? Show Maya some evidence to cheer her up. Wait. Oh wait, the bullet! That's right! A bullet? Von Karma's convinced he's taken all the evidence pertaining to DLC. But you were the one who rescued the last piece of evidence we needed. This is the bullet that put an end to Von Karma. And you were the one who gave it to me. Nick. Thanks, Maya. I couldn't have done it without you. I'll be back soon. Huh? I'm going to complete my training and come back. Oh, okay, I'll be waiting. Of course you will. You can't run that office by yourself. You're hopeless. I don't know about that. You need to go, man. So, this is it. See you soon, Maya. Oh my goodness. Oh. Thanks, Nick. That is such a wholesome end to a very long episode, and so my story ends. Time to turn a new page, and say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now a new story begins, with the same old crazy cast of characters. Ha! Don't think you graduated yet, amateur. Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim? Yes, Your Honor. Uh-oh, I got a bad feeling about this. Oh wait, it's the end already? No, wait, there's a 5th episode involved, isn't there? Hey pal, Mr. Edgeworth came down to the precinct to wish me a Happy New Year. Talk about a pleasant surprise. Whoa! Detective Gumshoe! Then he hung his head low and ran right back outside. Kinda like he was embarrassed or something. Strange, huh? Dang, what an eventful episode, right? Huh? Nick? Nah, I haven't seen him lately. Who, me? I've been working at a cheese shop. That Missy's and Dice. Lady, it's not exactly what you call a cheap date. She's in Hawaii right now, yeah. Oh, so this is New Year's. Oh yeah, I remember him. Who? Right? Yeah, I remember him. Maybe he's been busy lately. You know, not to ring my own bell, but I sort of taught him everything he knows. I'm sure he's grateful. Oh yeah, the bellboy. Phoenix Wright. Ah, the defense attorney for whom I wrote that caveat for, yes. Oh, you should know I've taken over management of the Gatewater Hotel recently. Should he be in the area, please stop by. Ahem. Oh, it's you. Phoenix Wright. Ah, yes, Mia's understudy, was he not? I wonder how he's doing. Haven't seen him of late. Ah, the days of my youth, like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. Yep, I remember her clearly. Phoenix Wright? Is he an actor? Well, I'm not buying it. You can't be a star with a name like Phoenix. Did you know they're finally putting some hands on the deal? Oh goodness, she's rambling again. Well, I'm pleased to announce the Pink Princess is it. I sure owe that Mr. Wright a great deal. Oh, and I'm keeping my face out of the public eye till the show's over. I wouldn't want to ruin any kid's dreams, you know? I got a letter from Maya the other day. It sounds like she caught cold standing under a waterfall. I wanted to visit but didn't have time, so I sent her some Pink Princess trading cards. Says you can't buy them where she is. What kind of place is she living at anyway? Goodness, how many characters are we going through? This only proves how many characters you met. Right? Who's that? You want to talk? Let's talk Pink Princess. Alright. But, you know, I snuck into the studio the other day. And I saw her, the one inside the Pink Princess suit. What a dog. It was kind of a shock for a boy at my tender age. Yeah, I remember, right? That lawyer guy. Huh? Me? I'm in training to become a paranormal photographer. You know that picture I took of everyone? Well, just behind them, there's a ghost. For real, now that that's talent, I'm gonna be famous. And there is a ghost, yep, it's Maya. No, it's Mia, sorry. It's not exactly the end of this game, and I know it isn't. Yep, hold it! You thought it was the end? Episode 5, Rise from the Ashes. And that is what we'll be covering next time. If you guys want to see the next episode, episode 5, as soon as possible, please leave this video a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Bye, guys!